Hello, Robert Moynihan here. I sent out a letter today about our live stream tomorrow with Father Charles Murr discussing Cardinal Gagnon, discussing the papacy of Pope John Paul I, and the mystery of his death in 1978, just before Pope John Paul II was elected. I received a letter today from a friend, and she wrote to me, "I've listened to parts 1 and 2 on Gagnon and the investigation of the Curia, and I found both parts absolutely fascinating. Your reports are filling me with much peace and more understanding, so I'm praying that you continue on this journey of disclosure. Please continue. Your reports are touching on many important topics that many Catholics have wondered about for so very long, too long. You and Father Murr are doing a great service to the many Catholics out here who are relying on threads of our faith to keep moving forward. God bless you, Bob, for all that you are doing and have done." So I want to thank Jeanette for that letter, and I wanted to read one little thing that will come up tomorrow, which will be 11 a.m. Eastern Time, with Father Charles Murr, who was in Rome in the 1970s, who was a close associate of Cardinal Gagnon, who did an investigation of the Roman Curia. And this is a little testimony that was given by the nun who was working for Pope John Paul I with 3 other nuns in the Apostolic Palace in Rome. And this is what she remembers about the last day of the life of John Paul I. She writes, "There is a detail from that moment that remains imprinted in my memory. We were all together in the small living room with the door open. The door faced the door of his private study. And after he said good night to us, the Holy Father stood at the door of his study, turned around again, and waved good night to us, smiling. I feel like I can still see him there at the door. It is the last image I have of him." The next morning at 5 a.m., they discovered that John Paul I had died in the night. We'll be discussing all of this tomorrow. Please join us. Thank you.
Hi there. I'd like you to consider joining us on an Inside the Vatican pilgrimage. We have 2 exciting pilgrimages in Italy in 2023: Easter in Italy and Journey Towards the Face of Christ. In addition to our 2 pilgrimages in Italy, look for our new pilgrimages in the U.S. Go to InsideTheVaticanPilgrimages.com to see our complete schedule for 2023 pilgrimages. Come join us on pilgrimage.